My friend Catherine and I hiked in Colorado Springs, and while we were hiking, we did a 5 senses walking meditation. This is something I try to do if I'm ever feeling overwhelmed or anxious. You start by looking around you and identifying 5 things you can see. Then you listen and try to identify 4 sounds you can hear. Then you try to identify 3 distinct sensations. Then 2 smells, and the last one is taste. This was such a great practice for me to be present during this hike and present with Catherine. So if you are in a place where you can do this, I highly encourage you to pause this video and do a 5 senses meditation. Sit. Stay. Gentle. Oh, that was not gentle, boy. Hey, gentle. Gentle. Oh. Gentle. Oh. We just got a bunch of groceries at the grocery store because we're gonna make juice this week, but we also got just other stuff. We got raspberries, we have romaine lettuce and rainbow chard, we have a big thing of celery, we have potatoes, apples, bell peppers, red onions, pineapple, we have golden beets, grapefruits, zucchini, avocado, what's down there? Kiwi, couscous, pineapple, green apples. A lot of this is for juice, but then we also have stuff to make stir fries and stuff. So I think we're gonna bulk make the juice today. We have like 3 different recipes we're gonna do, and we're just gonna make a bunch of them with Rachel's juicer for the week right now. I am GPSing right now to my friend Catherine's house in Denver, and we're gonna do some yoga, and we're also gonna like film some stuff for her YouTube channel and also mine. I'm gonna like interview her about her dog because her dog is vegan and he has been for 3 years, and he's like one of my soulmates. I love him so much. He's so cute. His name is Finley. and he's a pit bull, which is one of my favorite breeds.
Sit.
Good job.
Stay.
Oh,
good job. We love
you. We just love you. Our little vegan boy. Hey guys, welcome to or back to my channel. I'm here with Catherine, who's a YouTuber. She makes videos about like veganism, politics. What else would you say encompasses your channel?
Yeah, just like human rights, animal rights, environmentalism, how they all intertwine.
And she has so much knowledge in her brain. I've been hanging out with her, going on hikes. We have her dog Finley, who's just like a mega badass vegan. And so I thought I would interview her basically about her dog who's vegan, because I've been getting a lot of questions about pets and companion animals and what I think about making them vegan. And I obviously don't have a companion animal who's vegan right now, so I thought I would just go to my friend Catherine and ask her all the questions. Tell me about why you made the decision to feed Finley a vegan diet, and how long ago did you make that decision?
Yeah, so this is actually my husband's dog. He had him before we met. He was a vegetarian, not Finley, Ethan was a vegetarian. And I think he was feeding him like, I don't know what he was feeding him before. It wasn't vegan. Then Ethan went vegan like immediately when we started dating. He did some research on like feeding dogs, and from what he found, like well, dogs are omnivores. They can thrive on a plant-based diet as long as it's like well balanced. Of course, like some dogs might not do well. I have heard stories from people who tried, didn't really work for them. But Finley's vet approves. The vet isn't vegan, which is surprising. Yeah, what he learned was that a lot of dogs actually have to eat vegetarian food because they have allergies. So his vet asked like why he wanted to feed him a vegan diet, and he told him like for ethical reasons. And the vet said that's fine. So how long ago? It was about 3 years, which is 21 in dog years.
Wow,
and he's living his best life.
Yeah, he's so healthy. We went on a hike with him.
He's got a nice shiny coat. He takes nice big poops. He's been to the vet several times, has checkups, everything is good. And yet he loves it. He loves
his vegan dog food.
Yeah.
Was it a hard transition for him? Like,
no.
He just liked the vegan dog food,
yeah.
What do you feed him? Like, his dog food, but also snacks. Like, what does he eat on a day-to-day basis?
Here, do you want to drag that over?
Yeah. So it's the brand Natural Balance.
Yes, and it has, you can read the ingredients. Well, it's brown rice, oats, barley, and peas. But that's just what he gets, like, as his base. And it's also supplemented, it's fortified with vitamins and minerals that he needs. But then he definitely gets lots of snacks. So he loves anything crunchy. He will eat literally anything except for lemon. He doesn't like lemon.
Like, I've never seen a dog eat such a wide variety of, he's like lettuce, blueberry, cherry.
But obviously we don't feed him like onions and garlic. It's so funny, like we compost, but we don't have a whole lot of food waste because this boy will just eat our scraps. Like if I'm cutting up an apple, I won't give him the seeds, but he'll eat like part of the core. And then he loves kale stems. The crunch.
That's so funny.
Which we don't give him a lot because dogs are omnivores. Their digestive system is not like ours. Like they can't handle like an overload of fiber. So we try to limit like how many vegetable snacks he gets because we don't want to give him too much fiber. But yeah, he loves fruits and veggies, honestly.
Yeah. What would you say to the people who think feeding a dog a vegan diet is like animal abuse or it's cruel?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Because they should have a choice. You know, people are like, they should have a choice and they want to, so it's animal abuse. Yeah, so for one, I would say they're misinformed about what the science says about nutrition and dogs. There is like a good amount of evidence that dogs can do well on a vegan diet. I understand like certain dogs might not. So I don't think it is nutritionally abusing my dog. Like I think he's healthy and he'll be fine. But even if it were the case that they might, you know, not thrive on a vegan diet, it's like, how can you justify taking the lives of like all these other animals to feed your dog when they can, in this case, they can do well?
And with cats, I mean, that's like a different story perhaps, but like, yeah, I just think it's ridiculous when they jump immediately to blaming people for abusing their animal when it's like, but what about all the animals that they're feeding their animals? And like, does that not count as abuse? With other animals like cats, for example, like it's more of a gray area because there isn't a lot of like evidence that they can do well on a vegan diet. But I don't want to speak too much about this because I'm kind of like,
yeah,
I don't have.
You don't have a cat, so you haven't.
I don't have a cat, so yeah.
A ton of research with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember my ex's dog was vegan, and people would tell her like it's abuse because they should have a choice. And I always thought like when we have an animal under our care, there are so many choices we make for them. Like, for example, your dog might want to rip up your couch, but you don't let them rip out your couch, and nobody's gonna say that that's abusive because even though you are probably gonna give them like another toy that they can rip up, they might not love it as much, but you're still not giving them that choice because there's like a practical reason not to. And so that's how I view it. I view it the same for like feeding a dog who, like she said, most dogs.
Plus, people act like you're forcing this diet upon your dog, but like you're not giving them a choice. You're like picking a dog
Either
food
way,
that you think based on the research you've done or whatever. Like you're giving them that food. You're not like putting out a platter of different options and letting them choose. Like that's not how it works. And I guess to add to that, like I would say I don't judge people too harshly for feeding their cats meat, but I also wouldn't judge someone for feeding their cat a vegan diet if they're also monitoring them well and taking them to the vet for checkups, because I know some cat foods are fortified with like taurine and all the nutrients they need, so like I think people shouldn't be so quick to like freak out on people for feeding their cats vegan, especially considering all of the animals that you're sparing. It's debatable, I guess, whether or not it's abuse to try. Like it might not work out for cats, for some cats, but what is very undebatable if you look into it is that all of the animals going into animal products, 100% is animal abuse. There's behind it. Yes. So like, it is kind of like with cats, I think it is kind of this hard, difficult ethical line where like either way you might be doing. I don't know much about cats. I don't know if it can be successful. I just avoid these ethical dilemmas by not having a cat. Yeah. But for dogs, it's different. Like for dogs, the Guinness World Record longest living dog was vegan. And they're, to my understanding, like I've met so many vegan dogs who are also very healthy. Yeah, to my understanding, it's pretty easy for most dogs that are relatively healthy beforehand to transition. I did meet like a couple dogs who had special needs at a vegan sanctuary where they had seizures, and the vet said they had a necessity for animal products, and I understand then why you would, you know, like to me necessity justifies a lot of things that are inherently immoral that you wouldn't naturally do. Like if you're trying to defend yourself in a self-defense like situation and you think that your life is at risk, there's probably a lot of things you would do in those situations that outside of that context of necessity wouldn't be justifiable or ethical. So if there's a necessity for your animal, whether that's a dog who has special needs or maybe a cat, then I feel like I would understand. Like, which one? You want that one? Oh, okay. Not that one either. All right. Is that yummy boy?
I just need someone in my life to give
Stay.
To handle all the selfish ways I'd spend my time without her. You're everything I want, but I can't deal with all your lovers. You're saying I'm the one, but it's your actions that speak louder.